In this video, I'm going to be building the best possible value team right now in NBA 2K23. My team, every single card on this squad, I think has extremely good value in game. And if you guys don't know what I mean by that, is a card that is really good in game and goes for a certain price tag that I think is really good value for how well they do play in game, for how much they do cost on the auction house. So for example, a really good value card that we'll talk about here is, for example, Ron Artest, right? I think he's a top level point guard in the game and he only goes for about 100,000 MT. Now, if you look at a card like normal elemental MJ, right, he's only going to go for a lot of MT because it's Michael Jordan, but this point guard card realistically isn't on the same level as a Ron Artest, but he still goes for 250, 300,000 MT. So if you look at it from that angle, that's where I'm saying, you know, Ron Artest is a really good value card compared to an MJ. Not to say MJ is necessarily terrible, just to say I think a guy like Ron Artest is going to be a really good value point guard, and I think going to be the starting point guard on this squad. So every single card in this 10-man rotation, and I'll also have some extra cards off the bench in the last 3 spots, will be extremely good value cards. Might be some expensive value cards like a Ron Artest that go for 100k plus, but then there'll also be some really good budget value options that I think you guys can use as well. So Ron Artest as our starting point guard, 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan, and just all around is such a good defender, one of the best point guard defenders in my team, with a 98 block, 99 steal, 99 perimeter, 98 interior defense, and then he's also got super elite defensive tendencies with a 98 on ball steal, 85 contest shot, 85 block shot, and then even offensively, like, he's still got a great jump shot with the Fultz base, the Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing. He's got the Trey fade, the D-Mitch size up, the Trey escape. He's actually pretty good at going to the rim as well. All around, I mean, Ron Artest is a really good point guard for, once again, only 100,000 MT, and next to him at the starting shooting guard position is going to be the Dark Matter Vince Carter for exactly the same price tag as Ron Artest, around that 100 to 115,000 mark, and he's going to be a really good offensive shooting guard. I think this is a very affordable backcourt in the game that's super elite and can compete against some of the best backcourts in the game. Like, you got Ron Artest and Vince, a really good mix of defense and offense. You got Vince Carter, who's going to be one of the better offensive shooting guards in the game with a 99 driving dunk, 99 vertical. He's amazing at going to the basket. He gets some of the craziest dunk animations in game. He's also got pretty good dribble sigs and a great jump shot as well. And then you got Ron Artest at the point guard position for defense. And then at small forward, I think another card that has extremely good value is going to be Dark Matter Jonathan Isaac. I believe he's only about 80 to 90,000 MT, maybe a little bit more, but he's 6'11" at small forward with a 7'2" wingspan, and him and Ron Artest on the same court is going to be crazy good defense. Like, Jonathan Isaac has a 98 block, 97 steal, 97 perimeter, 97 interior defense, and he's got every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game. So to have him and Ron Artest on the same court is going to be amazing on the defensive end. And then Isaac can still score the ball just like Ron Artest. Yes, they're not known for their offense, they're not going to be the main ball handler. That's going to be the job of Vince Carter to get us our points and really be our main scorer. But then we got Ron Artest, we got Jonathan Isaac, who can chip in points, and then at our starting power forward position is, yes, going to be a fairly expensive card in Pink Diamond Taco. I think he's now gone back up a little bit in price. You could actually find this card, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, for actually only around 115 to 125k. Maybe like 130 to 150k at most. He has gone back up in price to around 200,000 MT, but I still think for 200k he is one of the best value cards in the game, because you need a giant on your squad at this stage of my team, when everybody, or a lot of people, do have the Yao Mings, they have the Rick Smiths, they have the Kristapses, the Yaos, you know, some people even have the Hero Yao Ming, they got Manute Bol, right? They got all these tall cards in the game. You're gonna need a Taco Fall on your lineup if you want to play unlimited seriously and you want to play a lot of unlimited games and win a lot of games. You're gonna need Taco Fall on your court. Now, for clutch time and other game modes, you don't really need Taco necessarily, but if you're gonna match up against a Yao, a Manute Bol, another Taco Fall, you're gonna need him to be your giant. I card that 7'6" at power forward, 8'2" wingspan, and we know Taco's got one of the best player models in the game and is one of the best paint defenders, and I feel like for 200k is still super valuable and deserving of the starting power forward position. And then next to him is going to be more of an offensive guy, and that's going to be Galley Football Marc Gasol, a card that's going to be super cheap compared to Ron Artest, Vince, Jonathan Isaac, Taco. He's only going for about 20 to 25k, and he's basically going to play our power forward position in game. If we were to match up against Yao Ming at center and Dirk at power forward in game, I'm not going to have Marc Gasol guard Yao and Taco Fall guard Dirk. In matchups wise in game, I'm going to put Marc Gasol on Dirk and then put Taco Fall on Yao. So basically Taco Fall will be guarding the opponent's center, and Marc Gasol will be guarding the opponent's power forward. So I think that's a really good starting lineup for the value squad. All of these cards I think are extremely good value in game and would be an amazing start of the lineup next to each other. I think you got great offense, and you also do got great defense and pretty good size with Taco Fall there in the mix. And then off the bench is still going to be extremely good value cards in the game in the Dark Matter Shea. I also do want to put Hito Turkoglu in the last 3 spots here because I think him and Shea are very close at point guard, and it really just comes down to which card you do prefer. I think Shea is a great offensive point guard though. I know a lot of people don't like him. Some people have mixed opinions. I've seen a lot of good things about Shea and a lot of negative and bad things about this card, but for me, I think he's great offensively. He's got really good dribble sigs. He's got a great jump shot, and I think for only about 50-60k is really good value. But then I also do want to put Hito Turkoglu in these last 3 spots in case you guys are looking to, maybe upgrade Shea. Maybe you don't like him and you want to have another really good value point guard. I think Hito Turkoglu is going to be a great option as well. Now off the bench at the backup shooting guard position, I think you got to go for Ricky Davis, another card just like Vince who's going to be super elite on offense for only about 25-30,000 MT. He's 6'7" at the 2, 6'10" wingspan, has a great jump shot still to this day with the Seth Curry base and the Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing. He's also got pretty good dribble sigs, but mainly just going to be here for his jump shot and his all-around offense. And then for the backup small forward position, to give us a little bit more defense and a card that can really do everything on the court, and that's going to be the Hero Brian Scalabrine. I've always said this, I think Hero Scalabrine is basically a perfect small forward, 6'9" at the 3, amazing all-around stats and badges. His jump shot super knockdown, the exact same release as Jonathan Bender on very quick timing. He's got the best dribble sigs in the game with the Steve Francis side step, the tray escape, aim behind the back. He's got quick drops off one, he's got front clutches, and also basically perfect defensive tendencies all around for only about 30,000 MT. Brian Scalabrine going to be one of the better value small forwards and just one of the better value cards in the game. He's going to be our backup 3 next to Ricky Davis and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Now for the backup power forward spot, I think the new rush card, the new Bill Walton rush card, is actually going to be one of the better value cards in the game for only about 100,000 MT. He might be a little bit lower when you guys are watching this video, but right now he's around 100,000 MT. And I think at power forward is going to be extremely good value for that price tag, being 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan. He also does have an amazing player model in game. I think it's actually super underrated with Bill Walton. Like, he's just got super wide player build. He's an amazing defender with a 98 block, 94 steal, 96 perimeter, 98 interior defense. He's got every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game. And also, the more that I use this card, the more that I like his jump shot and the more that I like him because he's got great dribble sigs. He feels super quick in game for your power forward. He's also got quick drops off one. He's got front clutches and amazing defensive tendencies. I think this card's super overpowered at power forward and going to be one of the better value bigs in the game. And then for the backup 5, I just wanted to go for a really good value card, and I feel like Brook Lopez is that perfect backup center, a card that's only about 40 to 50k, and I would say on that Marc Gasol level, maybe a little bit more expensive, and that's why he's going to be coming off the bench. But he's still 7'1", 7'5" wingspan, has a great player model, a great jump shot, and still a very good interior defender. And then for the last 2 spots, just wanted to go over some other really good value cards in the game. A card like AK-47, only about 15,000 MT nowadays, plays really good defense, has a great jump shot. We know what AK can do on both ends of the court. And then also Joakim Noah, if you guys are looking for a very cheap big man in the game that has extremely good value, I think he's also going to be a great option. Very similar to Bill Walton, 6'11" at power forward, 7'1" wingspan, maxed out defensive stats and badges pretty much, and also a great jump shot with the Christian Wood base and the Scottie Pippen upper on very quick timing. So in my opinion, guys, this is going to be the best value squad currently in my team. These are not only the best value cards in the game, there's other cards that have extremely good value. I just think, in my opinion, this is the best 13-man rotation you guys can build out of extremely good value cards. And if you wanted to build a squad something like this, maybe not the exact team, but just take some cards from this lineup, I think all these guys have extremely good value. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about the squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.